What's the point of Diva in Overwatch 2? Well, we've seen a couple teams try to answer that question, but none to the level of satisfaction that Houston Outlaws has in Overwatch League. What we saw out of a few teams was they'd go, hey, Diva should be pretty good peel against Winston. Winston's coming out a lot. She can boop into him. She can shotgun in his face. That should be pretty solid. And it's okay, but the problem you run into is if you just drop Diva into the meta Genji Soldier comp, or even if you make a couple swaps to it, you still find yourself in a place where the team with the Winston Genji is still going to take out your Ana faster than the team with the Diva Genji is going to take out the opponent's Ana. That's how that works. Diva will slow down her Ana going down, but ultimately the Winston Genji should still be able to get that, while as that's not going to be the case for the solo Genji trying to take out the Ana over there. So that's not really a winning trade that we have there. Okay, well then, how does she work? Well, as we can see here, Houston has instead said, let's play her with a bunch of poke heroes. In this case, they went with Pharmacy and Ashe. They could have just as easily gone with Widow, Echo. Any of those would have been fine. The point here is Diva is enabling poke quite nicely. And some of you might be going, wait a second, isn't Sigma the tank that's supposed to enable poke? Sigma throws up a barrier. That should be better than DM for Widow duels at least. Isn't Sigma the poke enabling tank? Well, Sigma's good specifically for the poke versus poke matchup, don't get me wrong. But Diva does a better job of giving us map control with that mobility, has the flexibility to potentially dive in there with some of those heroes like Pharah, like Echo, even like Genji to a degree, and Sombra, who, might be part poke heroes, might be part dive heroes, but could go for either. She has the flexibility to go in with them when they do want to go in for those dives, for some of that cleanup stuff, to a greater degree than Sigma can. Yes, he can walk, but he's slow. She's got that map control, and then she's got much better peel, and this is the real thing. When you're up against dive heroes, Diva's peel with her boop from her boosters, with her DM, is quite a bit better than Sigma, having the rock, which is a bit slow for a stun, especially compared to the world of javelin toss, of hook, those sorts of things. And the barrier. Diva's ultimately been called the peeling queen, and for good reason. She's really good at it. She's great at peeling versus dive. She's okay, not as good as Sigma, but okay at peeling versus poke. So she's really in pretty good spots for that. So if you're looking at this and going, hey, when are we going to see more Diva, or does Diva make sense in my games? Diva absolutely might make sense in your games if you're worried about the opponents running dive and you have some strong poke available on your side. Doesn't have to be full double poke or even triple poke like we're seeing here with the Mercy to go with it as well. But if you see some decent poke elements and you think your team is going to win the poke matchup, if you just don't let the opponents do too much, don't let them activate a dive win condition, Diva starts looking like a pretty good pick. And we might be seeing more of that, especially on the beta patch that regular players are on, where there's a stronger Zenyatta, there's a weaker Soldier, which might mean more Widow, which leads us even further into poke. Then again, more poke that we're leaning into there. So keep this in mind. If you've been wondering how to use Diva, this is your answer. If you're enjoying the content, please drop a like. Consider subscribing for more thought-provoking Overwatch 2 content analysis, all sorts of fun stuff, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks. Temporal out.